everybody, I'm Justine McNulty. I'm one of the social workers with the Empire and District Family Health Team, and I'm welcoming you to my home office. And I'm glad that I can connect with you at home, to your home, while we're still continuing to practice this physical distancing. I know that this is a difficult time for everybody, and especially those who already struggle with stress, anxiety, depression, or any other mental health issue right now. So I'm hoping that you can benefit from this video along with the others that we're posting right now as part of this 14-day mindfulness challenge. So today I'm going to guide you through one of my favorite meditations, and it involves self-compassion. So self-compassion is important right now because in the midst of everything that's constantly changing, including how we live our lives, a lot of you might be working from home right now, trying to balance more than ever, taking care of your kids who are off school, if you have kids, taking care of yourself, taking care of your coworkers, taking care of your clients, if you have clients, taking care of the work that you need to get done. So at the end of the day, this is very taxing on us physically, mentally, emotionally. And all of this external stuff that's going on with COVID right now is beyond our control. And when that happens, the best thing that we can do to help us, help ourselves and everybody else, is to connect inward first so that we can connect outward second. So in order to do that, a big piece of it is self-compassion. So by definition, self-compassion is being compassionate and kind to ourselves. So there's 3 components to self-compassion. The first one is mindfulness. So as you've seen in earlier videos, mindfulness is essentially paying attention on purpose in a particular way to the present moment without judgment. The second part to self-compassion is this sense of common humanity, which is what you're doing right now. So connecting in some way, even if you can't physically, with this sense of common human experience. So as I said before, everybody is experiencing hardship right now in some way, shape, or form. And although difficult, it's very natural, it's very human to have this happen to us right now and to be going through this experience. So it can be nice to connect with that idea that we're not alone in this, and getting through this together. And the third component is loving kindness, and that's turning what we would give to other people, that compassion, understanding, empathy towards ourselves in times of need. So now that you know a little bit more about mindfulness and what self-compassion is, I'm going to guide you through a medium-length meditation that helps you connect with the experience of self-compassion. I'm going to start with one that's a self-compassion break, and then the next time you see me, we're going to do one that is a loving-kindness meditation that can help you connect not only with yourself and what you're experiencing, but from a distance, connect with other people that you care about, who you can't be in physical contact with right now, and even go further to people in your community, people in the province, people in the country, and people in the world. So without getting too much into that, let's get started with the self-compassion break exercise. So right now I am sitting on my meditation cushion. So I don't know, I'm going to kind of try to show you what that looks like here if I can. There we go. So for you at home, do whatever makes you more comfortable. So you can be lying down on a bed or a couch. You can be sitting upright with a meditation cushion like me, sitting cross-legged in a chair. The point is you want to be comfortable, but you don't want to fall asleep right now. If you do have trouble sleeping though, that's one added benefit to doing stuff like this. You can choose to use it to help you fall asleep. But for now, just to learn it, I want you to try to stay awake. All right. So now that you're in a comfortable position, I'm going to encourage you to close your eyes and just start by connecting with your breathing. knowing that you don't have to change the way that you're breathing right now, but just begin to notice it. Becoming aware of that natural rhythm of your breath, your inhale and exhale. And if your mind wanders off throughout this exercise, it's very normal. Whenever you notice that happening, I'll encourage you to just acknowledge it, and then gently, without judgment, guide your attention back to your breathing first. And then wherever I am in the exercise second. So I want you to call to mind now something that is stressful in your life. And I know you may all be wondering, well, how can I pick just one? There's so many. And that's okay. But for the purpose of right here and right now, just pick one out of the pile to dedicate some time to, some attention to. If the situation that you're calling to mind right now that's stressful is very overwhelming, I'll encourage you to do what you need to do to take care of yourself in this moment. So whether that be to open your eyes, ground yourself, reorient yourself to the present moment by noticing what you can see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. Connecting with your breathing again, and going back into it. Or another strategy is to imagine not that you're reliving this stressful situation, but you're observing it from afar. So I'm going to give you a few moments to pick a stressful situation before we move to the next part. So now that you've picked a stressful event, situation, I want you to connect with the emotion that's attached to that situation for you. And if you're not sure what the emotion is, that's okay. You may notice more than one emotion rising up. That's also okay. And once you've done that part, I want you to connect with yourself physically and see if you notice any areas where you're holding tension, discomfort. It's associated with this situation and the emotions that are connected to it. Common places that we tend to hold stress are in our shoulders, neck. Anxiety we can feel in our extremities, hands and feet, stomach, throat. You might be experiencing increased headaches, just general fatigue. So now that you've noticed what's going on with you physically, I want you to pick one part to spend some extra attention on. It could be the part that's speaking the loudest or the sorest. And if it's a part of your body that you can reach with your hands, I'm going to encourage you now to take your hands, either one or both. You can cross one over top of the other. Place it on the part of your body where you're experiencing that physical sensation. It's unpleasant. Allowing the warmth of your hands to radiate through your skin, down deep into the muscles, or organs that are upset, reacting, sending you a message. As if you're providing this part of your body with a little hug, comfort, soothing it from the outside. Just imagine the edges of that physical sensation softening. And if nothing's happening, that's okay. The point with mindfulness is just to be with whatever is, not to force anything to happen that's not going to. And as you rest here, with quiet awareness, curiosity, and empathy, I want you to direct a kind message to this physical part of your body by repeating the following phrases to yourself, either out loud or silently. This is a moment of suffering. Although difficult, suffering is part of the human experience. So may I be kind to myself in this moment. And may I give myself the compassion that I need. If you have difficulty believing those last two phrases, or any of the phrases, you can imagine somebody who you trust, who you know cares about you deeply, saying those things to you. So you can envision them in your presence, if they can't be near you physically, sending you those well wishes. Acknowledging this is a moment of suffering. Although difficult, suffering is part of being human. Reminding you that you're not alone in this moment. Imagine them giving you kindness and compassion. And just continuing to rest in awareness for a few more moments, just like this. Repeating those phrases to yourself, either imagining someone else saying them to you, or just directing it towards yourself. This is a moment of suffering. although difficult, suffering is part of the human experience. May I be kind to myself. May I recognize that I'm not alone. And may I give myself the compassion that I need. You can repeat this for all the different parts of your body where you're holding physical tension. Trying not to force inner peace. Just acknowledging what's there at this difficult time. And then whenever you're ready, you can choose to release your hands. Slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Become aware of your breathing. Thanking yourself for giving yourself this time to take care of you so that you can better do the things that you need to do today. And slowly opening your eyes. So thank you again for participating in this, and remember that by practicing mindfulness more often right now, and meditation in particular, it helps grow that gray matter of our brain, and particularly around the prefrontal cortex, which helps us connect with and cope better in times that are difficult and uncertain. So it helps calm that sympathetic nervous system response that is reacting hard right now to all the stressors that are impacting us that are beyond our control. So thank you so much, and I will see you again next time with the loving kindness meditation that I'm going to be recording next. Bye.